Why, hello everybody, greetings, it's GleeCon, and I am here once again with another episode of Lore of Warcraft. I decided not to start the novel I mentioned yesterday. Today we're going to do that probably tomorrow instead, but the scheduling worked out where I could better do a long play today. So we're going to continue our Warcraft completionist walkthrough where we do every single quest in the game. We're on Felwood. This will be our fourth trip into Felwood as Horde. Stay a while and listen. I think today we're going to get to do the most fun part of the journey, which is really the meat of the Jaedenar. We probably have 2 forays into Jaedenar. So in the last episode, we started in Undercity, or in Orgrimmar, and had to quickly travel to Undercity to test all of our slime samples. Then we made our way back here to Felwood, where I forgot to turn in, let's go take care of that real quick. I forgot to turn in, it's actually right here. We have a couple corrupted shards just so that we have a little bit more salves in case we come across a corrupted songflower.
Very well then. Here are your Cenarian plant salves.
Then we can get that
Scour
buff going.
Felwood for corrupted plants, adventurer. Wherever they are, use the salve I have given you to purify.
Yeah, okay, got it. We've already talked to her enough times, but we do actually try to cover every single line of dialogue in the game. So when we returned, we found, I think, the last flower. Actually, it was up there. We came back. We released a kitten into a pool, I think, over here, and then went up here and turned that one in. I believe we did that on this past episode. That might have been the episode before. I think we did. We also turned in our exploration of the Iron Tree Woods, verifying the corruption. Then we did the first Jaedenar, where we killed the guy's exterior to Jaedenar, and that was where we got the corrupted night song right here. Night Dragon's Breath. We also we then ran back, and then we were told to go back to the same spot. There's a well out in front of Jaedenar, so we were to go collect the poison water, the fell water from that well. Second well, we also got one out from the satyrs here. And then we were sent to Island Waterseeker, or whatever her name is, out in right by Ratchet in the Barrens. So we traveled there and came back, and now we're going to continue the next. So we have 2 forays we're going to need to go into this dungeon. One of them is going to happen right now. So we are going to use this water we gained, this now cleansed water, to go put out the 4 braziers. The braziers respectively: pain, malice, suffering, and hatred. While we're in there, since we're going to be exploring the interior of Jaedenar, like as a fortress. Yikes! I'm just pulling every guy because I'm having a really early playthrough today. I do not expect any. Sometimes you can get really lucky and people have just come and cleared this little base. I don't expect that to happen for us today, and as you can see, it is not. So really, what I'm going to try to do is pull as little as I can. I'm going to sit kind of right here on this well. See how many of these guys I actually have to fight. They are. Wow. More than I thought. Oh man. Okay, so let's see what I have to do here. I might end up dying. We're gonna see that Guardian's gonna join the fray, and that's gonna make things bad for me. I'm not even doing any damage right now. I just pulled this Guardian. And we might pull this cultist also. Oh, it's a second. Oh man, a second hound got pulled. This is just a bad idea. I thought we could shake more of them. There was a pretty solid chance we were gonna... I'm not gonna do any more licking. save it for heals. Thought there was a pretty solid chance I was going to have to fight 1 or 2. I didn't realize I was going to have to fight this whole stinking army of dudes. But we might have got through the woods. I think the cultist that was pummeling me gave up the fight. Okay. Okay, he just shield bashed, and now is a good time to try to pull off it. Alright, I think I'm out of the woods now. So we did get 1 guardian. I think he might have killed himself on repeated. Or maybe actually I thought I was fighting the Felwood, but I was actually killing a 2nd guardian. Alright, so a little bit trickier than I wanted that to happen. So now we have to be a little careful. I'd like to kill as few of these people as possible, because they're essentially useless. They cannot drop this main key item that we really want, which is the red key. I think it's called the red key. That's really one of the main points of what we're about to be doing. That was a little dicey, a little hairy. I should have just been a little more careful and methodical. Okay. Alright. Mana's a little low, but I think we can get by with just fighting 1 guardian. Of course, the higher level you are, the better, because you really, mostly, of course, for power, scaling, and skill, any skills you might unlock. But more than anything else, actually, it's for the aggro radius. This dungeon is not hard. The thing that will kill you, and anybody that's a long-time classic player, particularly those from the hardcore world, know one of the truths about WoW is the thing that will get you killed more than anything else is rushing. Now, I do seem to be hearing combat, so we actually did walk down on someone doing the escort quest right here. So an alliance person is actually out here doing the escort quest. That's an undead. Okay, so I'm gonna let them tag it, and then I'll help them. So that's we'll get to that. If you watch the Alliance episode, I did this as well, but I'm gonna go in there but somehow they've gotten past it with these people spawning in. I don't know how that works. Probably could have just face tanked this little imp's fireball. I don't know why I always say face tank it, but like when I mean take it to the face. Alright, so there's a little cage right there that they are that we will do an escort for. That's staves is up to 276, so 50. We're working as though we were level 56. So we're getting close. We're only a level behind where we're at. Alright, so now we work our way down into the dungeon. We clear it as methodically as possible. This cage right here, somebody in this dungeon will drop a key. So that's one thing that we're going to be looking for. And the key will spawn, will allow us to open this cage, where that woman that we just saw walking out with a golden glowing sword, she will open up a escort for her. She's pretty solid, but I have lost it. I think I lost it once. I've done it 3 times. Twice off camera, 1, and I think the time I lost it was on camera with you guys on my lines of character. Because she just pulled a lot of people. Alright, so here's the Brazier of Pain. This is the first one we're gonna have to do. I have no idea what. There's a Jade Fire Trickster and a named guy named Prince Zavalis is there. I have no idea what questline he's for. Maybe a class quest. I haven't seen it yet. So as we go to fight our way through here, one of these people, here's a second brazier. This is the brazier of hatred. So the guy must have cleared these, the rogue that was just in here. But we are looking for... We want to kill mobs because one of them will randomly drop the red key, which that is how you get that escort quest. It's a drop quest. So we'll go on this side just to kill. Killing for the sake of killing right now. Because you don't have to go very deep into the dungeon. As you can see on the mini-map up here, the last two are just through this. We go downstairs and then go through a short hall. So these are the Dark Weavers. I don't know what their thing is. Yeah, they can immolate. So they're like warlocks, but without the pets, I guess. Kind of like similar to the cultists, but with an immolate added on. That one's unnecessary too. The mob will not pat to that side of the pit. There will be some legionnaires that spawn right here during the escort quest, because you have to escort her deeper into the dungeon and then back out. It's kind of annoying. Alright, so this is where I died. This is where, or not, I don't believe I died, but this is where the character died, the NPC. She does respawn very fast, though, so it wasn't really... You never know with WoW classes. You could be looking at like a 10-minute, 15-minute respawn sometimes, or you might be looking at a 30-second. And she's more the 30-second variety. Go ahead and put some totems here because I'm going to be doing a little fighting in this area. So these are the straight up warlocks. As you can see, there's another totem over there, and there's one directly behind me too. I finally down leveled my. Do I want to go in with that low mana? Let's at least eat one of those things. I love the Morning Glory Dew. We only have one though. We need to start stacking it. Or the Moonberry Juice. Alright, so go ahead and pull this guy. We pulled both. Fine, that was expected. This is a Dark Weaver though, so as we just saw with the last one we fought, this one maybe we'll use a Shadow Bolt, yeah, but it's equally inclined to use the Immolation. I just got rent. Dang it, I didn't stop that in time. And I don't have the cleansing of a positive magic. We're getting a lot of corrupted shards here too, so if you have been trying to do the corruption quests and you didn't start it immediately upon entering the zone like we did, another way to do it is to just, you'll get them plenty from just coming and doing this little, not an instance, a little mini dungeon, I don't know what you'd call this. It's not even really a mini dungeon. A mini dungeon is more like the Hinterlands Elite Troll Temple thing. This is more just, I don't know, cave system. Alright, here's the Brazier of Suffering, our third Brazier. I'm trying to clear these guys out as much as possible. Because if, well, one, we need the key. So that's part of it. I'm gonna kill this Legionnaire too. Maybe after, because we're gonna have to come back here to this chest when we do that with the last score. Gonna get hit with Immolate again. Oh, I resisted. That's good. Look, perfect timing. We got the key right there. Alright, so this is the blood red key. The small red key seems to be made of some kind of bone material. It is heavy in your hand, but appears very fragile. Why would a member of the Shadow Council have such a thing? Perhaps there's something within Jaedenar that the strange key unlocks. Yeah, perhaps so. Now we're going to go over to our database that we keep and pull up the strange red key. There we go. Okay. Which is going to open up our quest. I don't know if you can heal. Some NPCs you can heal, some you can't. Most you cannot when you're doing escorts, but every now and then you'll get lucky and you'll be fighting with an NPC that you can heal. So maybe our girl here will be healable. I'm not going to hold my breath though. Oof. But I am, before we start the escort, going to make sure we're at tip-top shape. Fortunately, let's get this last brazier of malice. Unfortunately, the respawn rate's very, very high in this place, so even though I cleared this out, I'm not extremely optimistic that it's going to matter. Now, we don't have to be quite as thorough when we come back through, because we will have to do a second venture. We'll do it on today's episode. Look, this guy's already respawned right here. We are going to clear out as much as we can. Oh man, I pulled both. That sucks. Less than ideal. Yikes. Okay, use that thing to get rid of both. Yikes, girl. I'm trying. Might have to pop a potion too. We're gonna see how it goes. This one, why not? Everything's on cooldown. What the heck? I just pulled a guardian too. Oh man. Extremely bad luck. Yikes. Everything's on cooldown now. Man. Okay. I don't know if I'll survive this. By the skin of my teeth, I got that one off. Ooh, this is tight. Okay. I am cutting it quite close. Yeah, we still have 50 seconds on cooldown. I had to use all this stuff. Could bash me. Ooh, man, I got lucky again. That was just bad luck on the respawn timer on that, too. Everything's wearing off. Okay. After this, I'm gonna need to do a little eating and drinking. Come on. This, I swear, this was by the literal skin of my. They had me by the short hairs. Okay, I'll eat this cured ham steak and drink this moonberry juice. Whew. Yeah, that room just respawned right as I was coming through it. Terrible bad luck. And that can happen. In a dense dungeon like this, this is the real problem with the Strange Red Key quest is something like that happens when you're with her. You just don't know if she will die, if you will die. You know, I'm impressed with the luck that we just had there. We didn't have a negative crit happen against us. Just overall positive. Alright, so we're working our way back up now. Yep, we're gonna fight our way through. That's what I'm looking for. And if we can do, I mean, obviously everybody's respawning now, so we'll see. But maybe by the time we go and come back, some stuff won't have respawn. It's probably screwed. We're probably gonna get caught in some respawn cycles. We just don't kill fast enough as an enhancement shaman with so much pumped into resto, but as you can see, it did help with some survivability. Now, when we come back here the second time, it's actually a little easier because we won't be doing any escort. And that's honestly what makes things a little stressful. Getting some solid XP as well. This is the one thing in this zone that we skin, because I don't think we can skin fur balls. Much to my wife's chagrin. She pretty much thinks if it has hair, you should be able to skin it. And even if it doesn't have hair. If it has skin, you should be able to skin it. Right? We might get lucky and at least these guys won't spawn until we come back, because basically you'll escort her into the dungeon and she's like a melee, like a she'll punch and kick. And then on the way back out, she will be bedecked and have a moderate pool of life. Ah, now you have a situation up there. Now, her damage, I don't think, NPC damage is just never that great unless you're, what's his name, from Red Ridge Mountains. Sheehan? That guy, he's pretty chadly. Alright, since I'm fighting 2 at once, drop my totes. 2 Dark Weavers, that's probably the best combo we could fight. She's gonna shadow bolt me, but I've taken worse. Alright, so resources are a little low. Again, we're gonna probably have to drink or whatever, but that's fine. We'll get ourselves ready for the escort, which is coming right around the bend. Alright, so here we go. The Legion guy's not back, so somebody was just here. There's the quest right there. So if she aggroes those guys, whatever, we'll take them out. I'm gonna see if maybe we can avoid that. And actually, first thing I'm gonna do is heal up, eat, drink, be merry, all that stuff before I turn in requests. Okay, so we will go ahead and drink another moonberry juice, and this time we're going to eat another one of our glossy mitefish steaks. Everything's mostly off cooldown. I do not see any armor buffed up. Okay, I mean, we could use some of our thick armor kits if we want. Alright, so to open up the spreadsheet here, we are gonna right now we're gonna turn in a strange red key. I don't know. Okay, get off tooltip. And we're gonna then pick up rescue from Jaedenar. Oh, he's back. I'll be right back. Okay, I thought it was weird that he was not here yet. I don't know if someone just killed him or we got, like, in the respawn timer cycle, we just got lucky with him, that he was a little... Unfortunately, these guys, like, are the worst for my character. They hit the hardest. Okay, I'll eat that dried bolete that he just did. Oh, I have 2 of them. Just to heal back up for a second. We want to be at full life as we do this escort. Alright, let's talk to her.
Good luck,
okay,
friend.
I begin to wonder if I'll ever escape this cage. It's only a matter of time before they sacrifice me to whatever demons they worship, the monsters.
Key, you found it. Please give it to me and I can finally escape. Be careful.
You've already done me a great service, Gleekin Soul. For that I thank you. The least I can do now is tell you what brought me here. My longtime friend Trey Lightforge and I came to Jaedenar to investigate the Shadow Council when they caught us unprepared. They took Trey deeper into Shadowhold and put me in here after taking all of our equipment. I could still hear his screams from below, Gleek and Soul. They were inhuman. I don't know what they've done to him, but they will pay for it.
But as much as it pains me, there is one thing that must be done first. I have to find Trey's sword, Lightforge, and escape Shadowhold to tell my superiors what's happening here. Can you help me, adventurer? Our equipment isn't far from here, and you've already proven you can survive the path to the top. After we escape, I'll head to Darnassus if you can find my friend Jaedenar near the Ashenvale border. She was to meet us there. What do you say, adventurer? Can you help me again?
Okay, so she wants us to help her out. For whatever reason, she has fully got the attention of this, but she has 6,000 life, so she's not like a complete slouch. I've aggroed the Guardian though, so for whatever reason... that Guardian wanted me above all else. And yeah, so she's an idiot, and she's like, okay, I'll just walk right forward and just go walk right into them. I see two people there that we could cut around, but nope, we're gonna walk right into them. So yeah, like I said before, I think.
How may I?
Can I heal her? Looks like I can heal her. So we'll have to keep that in mind. So the people that we just cleared, luckily, seem to still be off. That's good. She says, I'm ready, Gleek and Soul. Let's find my equipment and get out of here. I think I know where it is. And she yelled to them, you kept me in that cell for too long, monster. So essentially what she says in this rescue quest is she wants to find her equipment, but not just any equipment. Oh my, look at this. All these candles? I'm sure they're used for some terrible ritual or dark summoning. We best make haste. So she basically says that she wants to go get Trey, her friend, who she heard screaming from below. She wants to get his special sword called Lightforge and escape so that she can tell the tale. Can we help her go get their stuff? And she says, I'm pretty sure you can because you already fought your way down. And after we escape, she's going to go to Darnassus. And then if I can go to Jaedenar, which is down there in the little Cenarian area. So basically go to the main camp down there. So we are lucky on the way down, we're not going to have to fight that much because it looks like most of them are not going to respawn. Lucky for us since we just cleared our way down there. However, this tunnel, yeah, we're most likely... See, here's where we got to be smart here. We got an aggro. Let's see what she... Yeah. We want to try to pull as many of these guys as we can. Because... I don't care about this getting rid. She'll be dumb, basically. So, unlike a lot of escort quests, you kind of want to let them aggro and then you deal with the problems that might come from them aggroing whoever. In my experience with her, you really want to be the one to initiate so that you can start things on your own terms. Otherwise, you'll chain these guys. And that could be bad. So rather than letting it happen, like, by us pulling that hound, we were able to fight them one-on-one. Now there is going to be that Legionnaire. People like they're basically starting to respawn back down here. So okay, at the end of the world. Yeah, there they are, right there. So she just charges forward now. Ding dong. It's okay, she can take some abuse. But even then, she took about, I don't know, 20% of her life. See, but when she initiates combat like that, you can't loot them. It's kind of lame. Alright, now we could... So here she is. Says Strength of Arconarim. She was captured Arconarim. All I need now is a golden lasso as she spins around. Okay. Die, demon dogs. And 3 of them. Here's the hard fight. Okay. Now we want to aggro them all. She can handle some, honestly. But, like, she has, like, a less life now.
How may I help?
See, I don't know if I can actually... Yeah, we gotta somehow pull thread off them. Yeah, she is not... Like, I don't know how to... I don't know how to pull the thread. Maybe with the... Like, we might... So, I don't know. I think they're going after me now. I think so. I think I finally got the threat off of them. No! She has the threat. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was close. She literally had like 100 life left. Because at the very last second, she pulled the threat off that guy. Luckily, she does hit moderately hard. And then now she's fully back to full health. So insta heal back to full health, but it was just very hard for me to pull that thread. I have to wait for her to go a little ahead. I just need more mana. Okay, I can't let her get too far ahead. And here she is. 3 again this time. 4, we're gonna die. We're screwed. Okay. I wish they would have helped. That would have been cool. Oh my gosh, I'm getting rope-a-dope. Jeez. Oh, and she's already cooked. I just got popped up. Yeah, because oh my gosh. Yep, she just died. And so did I. Frustrating. I don't even want to reincarnate because look, they're what the heck? That's terrible. That is terrible. I don't know how I guess we have to be more... I didn't know 3 more were going to spawn right there. And plus, that's a death trap right there. Are you freaking kidding me? So I guess you're hoping you don't want to pre-go down there because you want to have cleared that out first. Yikes. So, I'm just going to release the spirit, because I think if I reincarnate right there, I'm going to just die anyway. So that sucks. So we've got to do that whole escort again. She did die. Yikes. That was just bad timing. I think, had we... Because next time we'll be able to clear it out first. Also, 2 packs of 3 without the song buff or anything. 2 packs of 3, and I couldn't heal her. I didn't even use like all my stuff because I felt like pretty quickly I realized once I saw the amount of guys we pulled, then I knew we were cooked. Like just 3 Legionnaires was already going to be extremely hard, and we had another Warlock, and then the Guardian spawned in. That's it. That was game over. I don't know what happened. It would have been cool if that dwarf that was running through, but I understand them not helping because that was like what could they have even done? Pulled some aggro off and then probably got themselves killed, all to help the other faction, and who knows if they're waiting on the escort themselves. So that's unfortunate that we died on that, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, back we go. Now we've got to work our way back down, and I kind of think that's the, if we could have made it through there, it would have been okay, because then we would have just had to deal with like regular mobs. I just didn't, I forgot that it was like 2 back-to-back packs like that. Like 2 back-to-back sets of 3 Legionnaires. Extreme. Which that in itself was going to be hard. And then couple that with the other mobs in the room. I think we could have taken the 3 Legionnaires, all things considered. I don't even have any mana potions or anything either. So 700 or 900. Yeah, I think this is better. The Night Dragon's Breath is better. Alright, we go again. Unfortunately. Alright, so we have to be more aggressive, first of all, in going ahead of her and pulling. We've just got to make it work. Second of all... Okay, so we can abandon this. We failed it. She'll already be ready to get picked up again. Unless that priest or whoever is in here. Oh, there's just so many mobs. See, these dudes are, like, they're not even despawned. Maybe a couple of them are. Alright, how do I want to do this? I guess maybe if I go over in this corner right here. Okay. Alright. And as we fight our way back out of here, it's really okay. Like, if those guys have bad spawns, they have bad spawns. That part's not that bad. What sucks is, when you're combining them with those Legionnaires, everything else is okay. Legionnaires, that'll get you. Alright, so... Yeah, and I'm deliberately not wanting to clear because I don't want them to suddenly pop up. I want to clear on the way down in there. I'd like to clear them out. The idea that we're gonna have to survive all these guys again is a little rough. That staff will pay for our repairs, though. That staff that just dropped, even though it's gray, like, that's like a 1.5, close to 2 gold staff, I'm sure. so we're not that far. Oh. Alright. So I'm gonna eat this dried boleto and another moon thing. Like I said before, it will be actually, this is actually the harder part. Even though the other one we have to go deeper into the dungeon and fight more mobs for the finale quest line. You know, it's hard. Because we're not trying to protect someone. So we can go at our own pace. We can, like, this part is just so annoying. We're gonna have to do the same stuff again. Alright, we got this. And this time, since we'll clear our way down, we shouldn't get that surprise. Just got hit by it. Now I know she'll pull those too, so we can kill those on our own terms first. Oh, I just got another Morning Glory Dew. That's good. Because that's a faster drink. I didn't drink the one I had before while I was trying to catch back up because, like, that's another thing. They don't even give you a chance to sit there and even try and rejuvenate if you were a casting class. Okay. I'm gonna fight these guys right here because you know she's gonna pull them. Oh, good. I did not pull both, and they're a little easier. It'll give me a chance to rejuvenate a little bit. For them, you just basically can take them. They don't do a lot of damage, and then you just make sure they don't mana burn you. That's pretty much it. And she's back there too, so we will be able to fight this. Stupid Legionnaires, man, they're so strong. They're also high level. 55. The color scheme kind of throws me. WoW is so like iconic, and the Blizzard games are so iconic with their color schemes that when you play other genre games that are like trying to break into the market, it's kind of crazy because another one before I even fight these two. You get like yourself so used to that color scheme because Diablo uses it, you know, Warcraft, World of Warcraft uses it, and then a lot of other games have borrowed it, like where greens are uncommon and blue is rare, purple is epic, and alright, so that kind of thing. So then when I'm playing, like I was playing, I've been playing Grim Dawn lately, I mentioned that in the past couple episodes. And I'll throw one of these down too just to help out with this. Gotta do something against these guys. These guys are so strong, it's worthwhile, like maybe it's worthwhile throwing magic at them. They're just so physically strong. Got a gold cloth with that one. Don't want to use a swift here. but it uses like the same color sets, but they all mean something different. Like, there's still gray as like the initial kind of crap version. Let's go ahead and eat this. But like, trying to remember how they use the different colors. I feel like green and blue. There's purplish. I think there's another color.
You've already done me a great service, adventurer. For that, I thank you. The least I can do now is tell you what brought me here.
Alright, so getting her
longtime friend Trey Lightforge
was
and I
not the
came
problem.
to Jaedenar to investigate the Shadow Council when they caught us unprepared. They took Trey deeper into Shadowhold and put me in here after taking all of our
Now we've
equipment.
just cleared the whole freaking
Still
way.
hear his screams from below, adventurer.
So
They were...
this part shouldn't be hard. I don't think getting there, except for in the actual room, but if we pre-clear like we did before,
there is one thing that must be done first.
the only thing that's really gonna hurt me is fighting the three dudes at once.
Here. Can you help me, adventurer? Our equipment isn't far from here, and you've already proven you can survive the path to the top. After we escape, I'll head to Darnassus.
Without you being an idiot, I can.
Near the Ashenvale border. She was to meet us at the Emerald
I'm gonna go
Circus
after this
camp near
warlock
there.
right now.
What do you say, adventurer? Can you help me again?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out something to hit those guys with. Okay, she just came to join. There we go. Just say I just don't want to have her. Can't block it twice. Okay. All right. So we made it around there. Let's just see. Can't get too far out of her. All right. Grab this guy. Alright, so she's gonna help me a little bit, which is good. And you know what also stinks is most other caster classes have some kind of like rapid way to rejuvenate. The best we have is Mana Spring Totem. Not very good. I'm gonna pull him back over there. Dang it, I will let her face take that guy down. So you can let her go 1v1 like that to get the threat off you like a little bit. That part's fine. It's not that. That's not. Oh, I do have some mana potions. I didn't even see that. I do have a few right there. I need to be using those. Not health.
I am honored.
Yeah, so she initiated conflict, whatever on that guy, so. Alright, so that room, we just cleared it, so if we go fast enough, we should be okay. I'm gonna keep all my totems up. Because if they pull them, who cares? See, and then she goes there. We don't want that. Now she might run that way, and that's okay. Jeez. She did go to hurt this dude. That's okay too. It's actually not the end of the world. I'm actually not even gonna use. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna pull this guy actually first. Maybe she'll come help me before she goes over there like an idiot. That's what I was hoping. That she would. Nice crit. Before she goes over there. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay. Now we have time for a second to breathe. Eat. Don't immolate her. She immolated her. Cool. Alright, so I'm gonna eat this roast chicken here. And I'm just gonna drink a moonberry juice. I don't care. See, now I have those potions right there. Alright, so we're gonna eat up. This is our one chance to restore. Before these stupid legionnaires come into play. Okay, now I need to pull a second one. There we go. Okay, so I will let her go down on one. That's not what I mean. Alright. I just realized I don't have... Come on. That pop-up is so annoying. What on God's green earth is going on here? Did we get one? Finally. Yeah, that's how I held threat the whole stinking time. Gosh, they're so annoying with that pop-up. And I had my Nature Swiftness off cooldown right now, so that's lame too. Okay. She is hitting them, like, physically pretty good. Oh, that is actually kind of useful. Because I'd actually... Oh, I can't use it right now. Dang it. Okay. So, I need to go... I don't even have any... I'll eat one of these wild berries. And drink one of these. I need to let her... I need to get ahead of the group here. Okay. Because she's about to go aggro these guys. Now this time there's only two, so there is... That's why I don't remember this being such a big deal, is there's not supposed to be three. That third one was a spawn in the room. That was our major problem here. Even if I can take one down beforehand. Then we're okay. She still got the aggro on that. That's what happened, is this whole freaking room respawned. So we were fighting the three people, which this room's respawn is actually harder than the way out of the room. Okay. Excellent. Fantastic. Love it. Alright. Go ahead and heal. Now that I know I have the demonic rune, I can also try to bing bong. I think we're out of the woods now. I think we're out of the woods. As long as my totems don't respawn something else. Okay, I don't think she'll aggro that one. This guy hasn't respawned, so it's going to be about... Yeah, we're above here. It's going to be about fighting that Fellhound. Should be... Oh, nope, this one just spawned in. Fight him. Well, help out, girl. So this time, yeah, when she gets the sword, her life actually drops by almost 1,000, like 800 or so. But her DPS is not terrible. Okay, we got another one of these better healing potions as we try to chew our way through the healing potions we have. Here's this dumb hound. Okay, our totems are about to expire. Good. So they expired without any aggro issue. Yeah, see, that was pretty good. Did not get a tainted leather. That's a what? The only other staged fight we're gonna have to do is right when we leave. Yeah, somebody's here. Oh. So this guy maybe just spawned in. I think she's okay. She can take that one 1v1. Barely. I just don't understand how things can be so bad. She's a level 48. Maybe I guess that's what it is. She's 6 levels below it. I'm not gonna get I'm not gonna get like XP or looting or anything from that one since she initiated contact. There you go. So we're getting here right as these guys are respawning, either from us or someone else. I don't know. Too hard to say. But in the end, I guess it's not really important. Yeah, the Legionnaire... Yeah, these guys are cleared out right now. So, whoa. Another respawn. We just got lucky that they stagger respawn back in. Unlike when they were in that one room. We're up to 281 on staves too, which is good, because that means we're now actually working on our level 57 staves halfway through 57. It also means we really, any time in the game that we use staves, we'll be okay. We're never going to have this massive... This must be from when we killed it. Maybe not. Maybe someone else came through here. We will never have a massive redo with staves. No, that doesn't matter a lot. All kinds of other... Dang it. Letting her, and this guy did spawn right back in. Oh, and there's another one right there. Yep, just got pulled right over. So I'm letting her take that Guardian on her own, so I can handle these other guys that are spawning in. That's so bad. Come on. She's okay. She's still doing okay. Alright. She's just so slow. And she would have probably eked this guy out in a 1v1 situation, but that's about it. Not worried about my mana. That might be dumb of me. But I am not that worried about it. Okay, that's her old cage. We'll go up here and fight this. wanted the mana to help me rejuvenate a little bit. I do see another mob we're gonna have to kill. Another warlock. Jeez. Alright, come on. With imp minion. Oh, great. Oh no. Crud. If she dies because of this, I'm gonna be so mad. I've aggroed so many people right now. Okay, I had to reincarnate here. She's okay. She lived. I had to use a reincarnation. Whew. That turned into a cluster quite fast.
What brings you here?
She's okay. What do I have going on here? Maybe this one goes. Sheesh. What a nightmare. Oh my gosh. I don't know if we pulled all the dudes from out of there or what happened, but that was terrible. Absolutely terrible. And I don't even, I mean, I tried to use everything that I had. That wasn't even, we just pulled it, there was just a couple more guys. It was just a bad spot, bad luck. This quest sucks. Like, the fact that you just can't do it at your own pace because of her. And there's so many guys. We will have to pull these people out here. Let's get them. I just wanted to do it on my own terms. She won't let me. And there's gonna possibly be a fight. There is some kind of fight when we step out of here. I just don't remember how tough it is. Do more mobs spawn, or is it just the dude that comes out? You never know, because there's also always pets around out here. So, how bad will it be now that she's out? This is where she has to get to. Ah, fresh air at last. I never thought I'd see the day. I don't know how fresh it is with these fetid pools around here. Betrayer! What was that? Trey? You will pay for what you've done to Trey. Spirit of Trey Lightforge. Oh, you will pay for what you've done to Trey. Spirit of Trey Lightforge. I think. What is that doing? Shadow. It's reducing my shadow resistance. And then they hit me with some kind of shadow strength. Son of a biscuit. You're not helping me fight? Jeez. Come on, man. Got him. Jeez. But wait, what happened? We aggroed him with another spawn. No, my friend. What's happened? This is all my fault. Thank goodness. That was just miserable. Miserable. What a miserable quest. Now she's leaving, and we're gonna leave with her. As I take Shadow Bolt after Shadow Bolt to the back of the head. Jeez. Alright. Bouncing out of here. Maybe I can find that shadow somewhere. I mean, luckily we used all these things that the forest had to offer. All its corrupted goods. Sunflower is what I was hoping for. Okay, we're gonna go turn those two in. Whew. That was tough. I'll tell you right now. Tough. We will try and pull off the other half of that. Because we have about 30 minutes. That took us a solid hour. Because there was so much... because we basically had to do it twice. I think on the way up I want to repair. I don't know. We're at 57 durability. Probably smart if we repair. We have a lot of goods. Yeah, these all share a cooldown. Separate from potions. I like those demonic runes. They're just not great when you're soloing, like as a healer. They're good as a healer if I'm in a dungeon, because I could be pretty topped up and then help the group, because it gives you a not insignificant up to 1500 mana. That is a not insignificant out of my 3400. So it could give me at least about a third of my mana. Maybe close to half. Alright, the goal for today was to finish Jaedenar. We just are going to have... We have 2 quests to do, but they kind of go together. So they both require us to go back into Jaedenar again. Go even deeper than we just did. But it'll be on our own terms without having to worry about escorting people. There should be a repair thing right here.
I've been expecting you.
I was able to see you with my spells as soon as the last brazier's flames died. Well done, adventurer. I learned a few things before the Shadow Council's warlocks were able to recast their spells. Hopefully it will be enough. For now, rest. I will tell you what I've learned in a moment.
Okay. So this is dousing the flames, dousing the flames of protection. So that is this bad boy. We are finishing it. Whew. We are going to need... Let's see who's longer, Horde or Alliance. We're getting close to... Oh. Because the last chunk is not questing. It's grinding.
Winds be at your back.
Blinding rep. Grinding rep. Final blow.
Unfortunately, I see the only way to stop this threat to Felwood is a frontal attack. There are no other ways into Shadowhold, and I have no means to teleport you inside. The straight path down to the bottom is the only way, and I also know who you should seek out. His name is Felden, Shadow Lord Felden. He is the mortal in power down below. He is the head of the serpent. Kill him and his 2 succubus servants and return to me. Feldan is the one making pacts with the Legion. He must be stopped.
Alright, so the sash is basically, from a healing point, a little worse. We would be gaining 9 agility, but such a drop off in armor, it's not worth it. The gloves, it's going to be close because you're dropping from mail down to leather. It would be a bonus to agility by 3 points. You'd be trading some stam for intellect. It's about a wash, plus an 8-point gain to strength. And then the mail, I probably won't end up taking.
May the eternal sun shine upon thee.
Unfortunately, I see the only way to...
Alright, so we picked up a final blow. Yeah, unfortunately for us, that's not really... This is essentially the finale, by the way, of the zone. All the other stuff is really, it's a combination of grinding out quests and
Hello,
grinding out rep for Timbermaw, or like
Moonbow.
a kind
I've
of
come from Darnassus seeking 2 friends who came looking.
kind of like a breadcrumb
Hello,
to Winterspring, even though they're based out of here. The Wild Guardians quest is really Winterspring quests.
You were the one who helped Arco escape?
And they lead into Winterspring.
I'm so glad you found me.
Winterspring
She passed by
questline.
here not too long ago on her way to Darnassus. She had Lightforge in tow and wouldn't even take time to speak to the druids to be healed. She said it was far too urgent, but she did tell me about your encounter with Trey's spirit. What a terrible fate for a Knight of the Silver Hand. She didn't show it, but I know it's tearing her up inside, the thought of losing one of her closest friends.
Okay, first of all, let's do the questing. That was rescue from Jaedenar. Yep. Okay, that one's done. Thank goodness.
She would like to pretend that she's fine. She'd love for me to think that she's strong enough to deal with all of this on her own, but I know better than that. Trey's death and hearing the torture he was put through is going to haunt her for a long time, and there's nothing we can do to stop that. But we can give her some peace. Adventurer, return to Shadowhold, kill Trey's torturer, and find his remains. There is no reason we can't tie off all these loose ends while Arconar mourns in her own private way.
I hope that we can get this done, because I forgot. Oh, we're getting the remains and we bring it right back here. So you're technically completing the quest when you go into the dungeon. All right, here we go. Here we go. You know, another thing I wanted to mention though was this woman, she is just beating a hasty retreat to Darnassus. Why is she going this way? She is going this way. She runs down to go to the Emerald Sanctuary first. Geographically, if it was me, I'd hop over the Bloodvenom Falls. Boom. And then you just go up to Aberdeen. But I guess if you're not crazy, or you run up, there's a flight path right here, because what she's essentially going to do is run all the way down through Ashenville and then run all the way back up. So she should either go here, so she can get a flight over, or she could go to Moonglade. I guess unless she's not, at least on unfriendly, unless she's hostile with the Timbermaw Firbolgs. I don't know. Because that's essentially what she's doing. She's wrapping around to go up that way. Which I guess geographically, as an adventurer, yeah, I 100% would jump this waterfall. That's what I do for real. Anytime I want to go from Felwood over to this, I'm taking that waterfall. But I guess like if you're really thinking about it from like an RP thing, she would then be going into enemy territory. What do you think? Let's see. Can we, at 57%, can we make our way down there? I think we can do it. Like, if our actual performance suffered by being at low durability, I'd say, nah, but it doesn't. So, since it doesn't really matter, alright, now what we have to do is be careful. Oh, you know what? I did want... Grom's Blood. I wanted to get it. Sometimes there's a song. I wanted to get that Songflower. But more than that, I want to shake this idiot. I'd like to not waste my time fighting erroneous mobs on the way in. That's goal number 1. The problem is that these creepers are Okay, I think I shook him. Alright, so now... I think I gotta kill this guy. I think this adept is the path of least resistance. As I back up blindly. I had a plan, though. I had a plan, guys. Somebody was just in there. Okay, we'll fight this guy, too. Somebody was just in there, or unless it still hasn't respawned from me, but I think not. I think somebody's in there. Which, that's good. If we can... Now we have no need to do anything other than penetrate the depths of this little dungeon. So... we don't have to worry about unlucky respawns or anything like that. Like, we just need to get us into the depths of the beast as quickly as we can. As easily as we can. Okay, well... Dagnabbit. They didn't go that far, whoever it was. Or it was me. Between the two of these, I'd rather fight the Enforcer because he can interrupt it. He can lock my heals off, and also he does more damage. This thing doesn't really do a lot of damage. These mage hunters, they're really their only real thing is to be a source of annoyance. Particularly with mana burn. Other than that, they're kind of dumb. They look a lot more intimidating than they are. Alright. So now, if we just slowly and methodically work our way back down to the bottom, we'll be okay. That's all we're gonna do. We will use some, you know, some resources as needed. A lot of those corruption shards, but not even worried about them because we'll do like one more drop off when we go to put these in. We'll turn in whatever ones we have on the next, maybe on this episode, very end. Now, also annoying, we're gonna have to get out of this dungeon. It's almost easier to die. And res, and take res sickness. TBH. That's how annoying walking out of this place is. For the 5th time or whatever. Yeah, because this is... We came in here once for the braziers and then died. So we really... This is our 3rd time, not our 4th. But then if you count each time having to get a way out too. Alright, so here we can go, we can try to be... You can try to split the... Oh. Failed. I'm gonna try to split them, because I don't want to fight that stupid Legionnaire. But I failed. And that's the... cardinal sin. If playing World of Warcraft, impatience. Playing Classic, impatience. Retail, it's not really a factor because you kill mobs so fast in your character. There's so many ways to live and respawn. It's so much easier in retail. Okay. Alright, we've got 2 dudes. Put those down because I put the little bursting thing down because I felt like it would kill the imps. Oh, and it did not. It did not kill the imps. Okay, man, a little low. continue to use these bad boys. Just to use them up. And then after this fight, I'm gonna have to... I'll fight this guy while I have all my stuff right here. This girl, enforcer. Then we'll worry about drinking and getting some buffs and stuff. Alright, so what we need to do this time is just go just past where we got that girl's stuff. There's a little river you could have seen in the background with some slimes. Probably a lot. We need to go there. Alright, I'm gonna just... What do we want this time? I guess we'll do the sunfish. Saving the grilled squid, I feel like that's a little better. The nightfin soup is best when I'm actually doing serious healing. And these wind blossom berries are also very, very good. Yeah, it depends my role. Like, I feel like the grilled squid, that 10 agility is pretty nice. I don't have any spirit ones. Those would actually be the best. That's hot smoked bass that does that one. I don't know if I have that recipe. I do. Okay. Another stupid enforcer. This is also an example of... I talked about this in the last episode. There's just some things I just don't like about Classic. To me, like, yes, there is... Look, I like the slow journey a lot. I like exploring the world. I like all that stuff. I'm a fan. And I'm not saying that I'm not. But there's sometimes in Classic where it feels like they slow the game down for the sake of slowing the game down. I don't need to come to this dungeon and run it back to back. Like, I get it from like a lore perspective, it's kind of cool. Like, it makes sense why you might go here, kind of, maybe. But even that's like thin. Like, how many times are you going to like break in? Like, how many heist movies or prison movies do you go break into the same prison back to back? Like, does it make sense from a lore perspective? We just came in here and infiltrated their whole base and killed half their guys, and now they're back. And they're not better or smarter. Their sentries are not more positioned. They're not ready for an attack more. Like, it's just, from an RP lore perspective, it's not. That's not what this is about. So then what's the point? Okay, well, they're forcing you to stop and smell the roses. They're forcing you to play the game and take your time. Okay, well, that's cool if it's having me explore. The world is massive. Like, there are parts of this dungeon, even in this dungeon, where you might never go if you're not the right class or faction. So that, I feel like, is what needs to go. Like, what is that Xavier guy? Like, who is he for? Is that an abandoned quest? Is that... Is that, for another class? For later down the road? I don't know. And you might never know. Like, I get the class quests. That does provide some special incentive for being the different classes. I can live with that. Yeah, we got a second one. But Like, did I need to come do what we're doing right now twice, or because I died 3 times in a row? Did I need that in my life, or is there a way you could have done just with some clever writing, had me experience the dungeon 1 time, or whatever you call this, not dungeon, but this cave system. Have me experience it all the way through with a series of storylines and quests and rewards as we go. To me, that seems more fun and engaging. I mean, obviously, I like this game, I'm gonna do it, but there are ways that it can absolutely be better. And it's the reason why, for me, Burning Crusade, despite the nostalgia that myself and a lot of people have for it, will always be... Well, for a long time, it was my most hated expansion. Because it takes all of the sins that get committed in... I rant about it all the time on this show. But it takes all of the sins that Classic commits and magnifies them. It's like the fact that they thought that now you can fly. They were like, oh, well, now we've got to extend the game more since traveling is shorter now. We have to extend the quests, which is absolutely the wrong lesson to take. And to their credit, they learn, but even that learning comes because as the game gets bigger and bigger, the journey to max level takes longer and longer. So the size of the game grew. And you can realize, or the devs realized, or whatever, you're never going to run out of content. That's not a thing. It's just not a thing on this game. Especially in Wrath, once they added achievements, that is the best way to extend the life of the game. Because the game's already naturally extended by alts, and once they introduce PvP, the need to have PvP ranking. Like, there's just so much content. But they still suffer, in my opinion, by slavishly adhering to certain, like, video game kind of business model tropes that are obnoxious. So we're stuck here. We're gonna have to fight these 3 oozes, because the alternative is to hop down this way. Then we can only fight 1 ooze, but then we're gonna have to fight those 2 dudes. So either way, we've got to fight 3 mobs to cross this, but it's really not that far. Once we cross this, we have to make it through a little path, as you can see right there, down a tunnel, and that will lead us to the Retribution of the Light, which is actually a very, very easy quest. Okay, so we're gonna go for this guy right here. Oh, you know what? Now we need to do, instead of mana, I need my poison totem up, because these guys poison constantly. Fine, I'm gonna let the poison bolts just keep happening, because I have the poison totem, which does every few seconds it will remove a poison from them. They're immune to something. What are they immune to? Are they immune to my... They must be immune to my lightning shield. So that means I can not put lightning down. Good to know. And I can stay... My poison... I can not have to constantly cast poison because of the poison totem. That's good. This is actually a... And which means I can just let the poison bolts hit me, really. It's actually not that bad. This is probably the best class to play this with, because otherwise, since they so constantly poison you, I believe they have a chance to poison you on hit. He's immune to that. So they're immune to all nature attacks. But then they also do that poison bolt, which is you don't resist the spell, it's a poisoning effect also, so... Nunja shot. Come on. I just am relying on melee. Like, I could hit it with a fire, I guess. Come on, why can't... I just can't get that last hit off. Alright. Just got an ooze bag. Some silver in it. My favorite. Don't give me any skulls to carry around. Alright, so you can... If you skirt around this little path right here, you can get through this bigger room with only fighting one of those three guys. I like that. But we will probably have to fight both of these. We might be able to fight them one-on-one. Maybe not. We are also getting closer and closer as we get closer and closer to 60 to having to do raiding. But we still have some time ahead of us because we, like I've talked about before as I go down the list, we have a few more episodes of this. We'll have a few to do for Ajara. We have got Ungoro, and then we've got Blastlands. I think Blastlands is going to be a different beast. Ungoro is actually a pretty nice zone to level in. I think it was the intended place to level in the mid-50s. There's only one quest that is not designed to be soloed. It's got some interesting, funny, it's got humor, it's got good, like a lot of quests to do, a pretty decent amount, but none of them are, I don't know, it's kind of a mixed bag. There's a lot of them are like forced grinding, but that's fine. That helps the leveling experience. I think it really is designed to be the place you go in the low to mid 50s. Like you're about to hit you've hit 50, you should be doing Ungoro Crater. That's nice. When you go crit one of those goblin imps in the face, choice. Alright, we're almost through. You can actually see Rakaya right there. So she's who we have to kill, and it looks like she's surrounded by mobs, and it's because she is. But it is not as bad as it looks. It looks like you're about to do this terrifying 5v1 fight, where you'd be like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna blitz her and die. But these guys are like channeling the person who's supposed to turn in the quest, and they will never. They might aggro you, so you're still technically in combat, which is annoying, but they won't fight you, and for the most part, they rarely ever even fight back. Every once in a while, especially if you have a warlock will break off and fight you. I don't know why. There's also two guys, one on each side. There's a guardian over there. He will not aggro unless you get right up in his face. This legionnaire will typically aggro if you fight any of those guys. His aggro radius is bigger. And if you watch, we can pull her and just 1v1 her. No harm, no foul. See, but look, this time the imp. That imp aggroed me. So now maybe... First. Now we'll kill this stupid little imp. Yeah, so it's not even the warlock, it's just the imp. Which, his warlock doesn't even come to defend him. You're on cursed weakness right now, I hate that. Yeah, so she's a little tough. But that's not that bad. Okay, so we killed her, which is part of the quest. The other part, that's actually all you have to do, but after you kill her, you have to turn it in right there. We're gonna go ahead and drink another. Oh, I can't drink because we're in combat. Alright. Good to know. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is go fight this guy. See, that little imp is talking. He doesn't like it. But it's not... This part's all very easy, actually. So this is a great spot to just get your mana. They don't hit you. He does. But once you fight him, now I did read when I was doing my researchings about this quest that I did read something bad can happen if you like try to turn the quest in without killing those guys. I don't know. I've never tried it because I feel like I'm too worried. But now, so I always kill these guys first. And we'll just let our mana regen while we slow kill him. But there's no point using Lightning Shield because they don't hit you. See, not only do they not aggro onto you, they won't even defend themselves. So it's just a good opportunity to use that mana totem. I don't even want a 2v1 or 3v1, so I would use some offensive totems. Guess I could do that to help me get some more crits. It will synergize with my whirlwind totem. Okay. Now, this guy, like I said, I'm pretty sure you can kill these guys and not worry about him aggroing. Now, we are going to have to continue to go deeper into the dungeon, so we are going to have to kill that Jaedenar hunter. But we're almost at the end. Oh, I guess we do have a little bit of a... I guess there is another room after. Okay, so same deal. He's not really doing anything. He's not defending himself. But this will give us Retribution of Light. So I'm going to go ahead and check that off, which will give us the Remains of Trey Lightforge quest to turn in. Come on. Come on, you old so-and-so. So slow. She is not a quick...
You gather the Paladin's remains as carefully as you can, recalling that at least his spirit has been released from any pain or suffering that might have been forced upon him. You pick up the sack carefully and prepare to make your way back to Jessir Moonbow on the border of Felwood and Ashenvale. Hopefully the Paladin will be given the proper respects once you've passed his remains on to his friends.
And then you can get a dagger from that. Cool, I guess. I mean, we eventually are going to need like a... I already have this offhand, which is nice. If I could find a dagger or sword or mace that increased my healing on one-handed, I would take that. My healing set. Because I've been building these. I have these 4 things. I've got gloves, offhand, cape, and boots. Alrighty. Okay, so now we're going to go through our last... We have a little current stairs to further descend. And then... we will work our way through one last room. It's kind of like a barrow style, an elven barrow style room. Okay, so we've got 2 mobs to fight. Dang it, wrong. How did I do that? Alright, so we've got 2 enforcers. We're gonna 2v1. They're 2v by 1. Now, I'm pretty sure you can, in this barrow room, as long as you pick the right path, you don't have to fight very many guys, probably. And then you have a short little path before you enter the final room. The final room also not as bad as it looks. This is where we'll have to fight 3 Mora, Salia, and Shadow Lord Feldon, and that is real. It is a real 3v1. Okay. Alright, so now we're in the little barrow area. Dang. So we have a 2v1 right there. Not any 2v1 either, it's a... 2v1 with a Legionnaire. Pulling this dude closer to my totems. Yeah. Okay, got him. That little fire and the hitting him with the flame shock to start. Pretty good. I'm gonna hit myself with that mana. Why not? Drain a life. So these guys were the guards to the little Jaedenar, the little barrow area. 2 demons. Just demons all throughout this place. Our XP though, no, this is pretty good. We have been getting good XP. Alright, so if you look, there is path up. I don't know what that's for. Yeah, see there's Ulathek. I have no idea who he's for. Not for us. You could try to jump down, but I've done it before. There's a guy right there anyway. There's pointless. So we will have to kill this one and this little Jaedenar person right there. Another warlock. Wumsky. And you can see on the map, as soon as we get into there, we'll be in the little final tunnel leading to the last room. Okay, here's another little warlock. Time with the imp. Ow. Okay. I don't know why they didn't want to start casting Shadow Bolt while I was casting. We could have been casting on each other. Would have been nice. Ow. Ouch. Got a lot of soul shards. Alright, here's another Darkweaver. Okay, so this is the final room. Those are the 3 guys. We will have to at least clear out that Darkweaver first. And then it's arguable about how much else you want to clear. I think it's fine if we go after the 3 of them. I think if we are, you know... ready to roll, it'll be okay. So, I mean, if we want to be safe and buy ourselves a little room, like we could take out that Darkweaver. But really, it's probably okay, or that one back there, but if we can fight her without aggroing, we can fight them without aggroing. The problem is taking out the dudes. So Salia is... she's the strongest. One of them I think is a healer. Alright, so here's where we will eat, drink, and be merry here. We need to keep our stuff up, our potions and other buffs. I'm gonna go ahead and eat one of my squids this time, because this time what we want is to blitz and get the damage. We want damage as much as we can. I don't know, I wish they showed our cooldown for reincarnation somewhere. I think we might still be on cooldown for that. We do not want to have to do this again. That's the point of my story here. Alright, okay. Just rebuffed that, so even though it says a minute, that tooltip is a little bit off. Alright. So I want to just be close enough. Okay. I want to pull the 3 of them. And we want to hit him as much as possible. Okay. Go ahead and potion. Be ready. Take that. Okay, so we got his head. Actually, I did not get his head yet. Curse. Okay, she's the next weakest one, Mura. So, and I think one of them can heal. I'd like to be able to go for that one first. But as you can see, like, we just tripled them, and it was fine. I'm gonna get this wicked claw. I can loot his head. Alright, we did it. So now you can continue going deeper. I think it's for a warlock class quest. But now we are have to decide. Oh man. Like, how much do we want to fight our way out of this or not? Because it's annoying. So I think rather than fighting our way up to the top, what we'll do is we'll hearth on this today. And I'll pop on the flight path to Bloodvenom Falls next time. And we'll go and turn this in on the next episode to get the rewards, but we've done the quests. So next time we'll fly there and turn those in, and then we'll make our way to the beginning where we work on the start of our Deadwood until they get to Unfriendly, and then we'll move over and start the Winter Spring part of things. We can get the first Owl Beast part, and we can do the Winter Spring Furbold, whatever. Yeah, so that'll be a little.
I have just the thing for you.
So much junk. We're not to 80 rune cloth. We're at 45 or whatever. Yeah, 119. So I was a little off. Okay. Mostly we're good. A lot of this is like quest stuff. Not as dense as it looks.
Goodbye.
Okay, and then I can also drop off at the bank if I want to at least put that fell cloth in there. I think I stashed my other one. Or maybe I did that on another account. But we're not going to be killing any more demons today, so fell cloth is such a...
Besides the grunts outside,
poopy
my
drop
brothers
rate.
and I fought at the Battle of Hyjal. Any who seek to steal from the bank must face us first.
Okay. Alright, I think that's good. I think that's good. I think that's good, guys. I'm not tribal leatherworking, actually, so I should just take that out and sell it. Why not?
Victory!
Because I went the dragon scale. Oh, that guy. He just keeps coming in and dying here. Alrighty, so this has been productive. Little pinch longer than normal, but that's okay. 55 silver. We're at 73 silver. We're right now basically on the drive to 1,000 gold. Once you get to level 60, I believe, don't quote me on this, but I think, at least this is how it works in retail. And it seems from my experiences with my 60s so far, that you get more gold once you no longer get XP. Can't be 100% certain of that though. Alright everybody, not 100% sure how the record schedules will go. I will probably start the Cinematic Universe book that I talked about yesterday. I'll probably start that tomorrow. And we'll do the next episode on this on the day after. But that might get flip-flopped. But those are going to be our next 2 episodes over the next 2 days. Thank you everyone so much for watching and listening and tuning in. If you liked it, like and subscribe and leave some comments. And check me out on the Patreon too, where I do the same stuff for Assassin's Creed. Either way, I appreciate you joining me on my journey today. And I will see you guys next time on the next episode of Lore of Warcraft. This one in the pipe. 5x5.